Well, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Um, it seems like after the weekend, last weekend, Wanda with the big fight and everything that went on down there, um, the Scots have disappeared, but I know where they are. I saw them over on Instagram. They were videoing on a boat. They're all out. Maurice and Kimmy and um, Marceau and Letitia, and he's standing there with no shirt on. And I did a little short and put it up on the channel. He just flexing his muscles and he's showing everybody his back. And he's saying that take a screenshot of my back to see if they were just making fun of that. And allegedly, Marceau, I guess what we've been hearing about Marceau, this happened before Letitia was in the picture with his children, and uh, it happened before they were married and before she even got pregnant. Before her time, really, it was said. And another thing, they're just out and having a ball. And now, getting to the point. Uh, Carlos King, back to him again. Uh, Carlos King, we as viewers of Love and Marriage Huntsville, we have asked him and we pleaded with the producers to stop all this cutting, dropping, and pasting. And I think it was really unfair the way they did the viewers of this show. And I know why they did it. They got everybody all revved up, and Carlos even came up with the his show that he does after Love and Marriage DC. He did that to get everybody revved up. Then you go over there and watch Love and Marriage DC, and then we as viewers, we telling him stop all of this going live, stop these people from going live, stop it, Carlos. Nobody would stop it. And it just got completely out of hand. Every single day there was somebody in Huntsville, in that area, somewhere. They were on the streets, they were in the air, they was all over Alabama. Everybody was that had a camera, like I say, they were going on lives. I mean, night and day, day and night. Love and Marriage Huntsville, that's all we saw. And it was so confusing and so unfair to the viewers until it's not funny at all. And then Carlos King, when he said that the Love and Marriage Huntsville was different but like hip hop, that hip hop show and other shows because they don't fight. Well, they did fight. The fight did break out just like it did in Potomac Housewives. I never thought that they would have a fight. They had a fight. Potomac Housewives, they had a fight. They fight on Love and Hip Hop, and they fight on Atlanta. They fight on Huntsville. Now, um, the confrontation, uh, it seemed to me as though I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't know what's going to happen, you know, but I know they finished, wrapped up the shooting of the filming of the show was that Saturday when the fight broke out. Since then, Martell Holt has been really being active with the children, with his son mostly, um, seeing that his kids are, you know, being put into uh, camp. He's being a father, an active in their lives. he always was active in their lives. But and then Melody Holt has been so busy. Melody was on the face of People's Magazine. Congratulations go out to you, Melody Holt. Congratulations to you, honey. I could never be so proud of you. And I saw it unfold. And today, when I saw on Instagram, uh, them on the boat, and they, there's nothing wrong with, like I say, working hard and playing hard, or playing hard, working hard. Um, and it's just, and it's not, it wasn't just a show though. This was a reality program, because um, why would Kimmy Scott invite Messy Wanda to any event? Knowing the thing gonna come out of Letitia's mouth is, I can't stop my mom from doing anything, but you're gonna invite this woman to, um, you're gonna invite her to an event that everybody's around, and she come in to just tear things up. Okay, so you got that, and then you got um Marceau trying his best to throw some kind of storyline or narrative to make us going into the new season, or whatever, if they have one, the new season. Well, they say they're going to have the new season with him talking about Letitia Scott is cheating. Now we don't believe that, and they even say allegedly she had some the guy that she was cheating with was somebody's cousin down there in Huntsville. I mean Birmingham, Alabama. So, you know, all this is going on, and it's a shame that the story. But as long we don't know, and I have not heard if Melody is going to be on the show. I have not heard if Melody is going to be on the show. We're going to see Saturday night Love and Marriage Huntsville, and we're going to see what happens. Okay, then I was trying to watch Love and Marriage DC so that you guys could get, um, kind of used to it, so you will have something to watch if Love and Marriage, if you didn't want to watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, we find out after the season, um, the filming of this season ended. I think the season filming of the season ended. That's why they were out there on that boat. Nobody saw the Scots. Okay, now just here you can go back just 2 weeks. Just go back 2 weeks. Every day, morning, noon, and night, it was Letitia, or it was Mark, or it was Marceau, or it was Maurice. It was somebody. When Martell stopped, and everybody, they were on everybody, um, YouTubers getting interviews all over the place. And Wanda was just really just, she was like a loose cannon. And so I saw a picture of them. It was Letitia and her daughters and her mom. Now, let me tell you this here, honey. Wanda, I don't mean no harm, honey, but that blouse was so tight. The buttons were keeping it on. That's how tight it was. It was not just buttons on the blouse. See, let me tell you this right here. That's one woman. If anybody, a younger woman, see a mother like Wanda on the show, they wouldn't want to be like her. They would not want to be nothing like that lady. So I was being hit up, about the petition. Okay, the petition came out about Wanda being removed, and Martell did confirm that Wanda will not be filming with Love and Marriage Huntsville. Also, some of Letitia Scott camp saying that why did Melody, why did they sign all these petitions against Wanda? And when Mel and uh, Martell was having it, they didn't make nobody sign a petition or some mess like, whatever it was, whoever wrote that, I didn't spend the time to even read the name. Um, but that was about the most silliest thing you could do. Don't you know Melody Holt and Martell Holt sold that show to Carlos, presented to Carlos King to own network? So I don't know. You was on the rock when all this was going on. I think you were on the rock when it was going on because, honey, you was way behind time. And Melody is going on with her business, and she's going on with her life. And like Letitia said on the boat today, nothing to see here, honey. We just living it up. We living our best life, they say. And they just relaxing, and Marceau, he's flexing his chest up and down, breasts one at a time. He had it going on the boat, honey. And he turned around and then he flexed his back. And Letitia said, "Show him his back, Marceau. Let him take a screenshot of your back. Let him." Then Kim said, "Hey." And then let him see. They were all very messy. Now, and I know that those people have they have businesses in Huntsville, Alabama. And each one, they have businesses, and they are doing businesses with the people and the citizen. This must be most not Melody and Martell life per se. That just fan out on the show of a breakup and a breakdown of a couple, and things coming out that could have been kept, but that was what happened when you're on reality TV. So whatever gonna happen to this show, we gonna have to just watch and see. But Wanda is off the show. And for those of you that really did love Wanda being on the show, well, I'm sorry about that, but it was a mess and a sore to my eyes. It was like a thorn on my side because I am a woman and I am older, probably older than her. And I don't act like that, never would. And when I was her age, I didn't. Um, let me tell you, I want to tell you guys about just a little something referencing my daughter to Letitia Scott. People would say, "Oh, that's Letitia's mom, and she can't tell her mom to not to do something." Oh, yes, she can. I'm gonna tell you about my daughter. Even if I go on Facebook, you guys, just go on Facebook, and I might comment to somebody, not way off or nothing like that, but just comment to somebody. And my daughter, she must have a bail on me. The minute I hit I don't know that girl for some reason. If I get on, if I go anywhere, Instagram, Facebook, not Twitter, but Instagram and Facebook, she looked like half be spying on me. I don't know how. But one day I commented on something. Somebody looked lighter, their legs looked darker than the lighter, and she called me and told me, "Mom, take that down." She didn't waste any time. And I was going to say why. She said, "Take it down now, and then I'll tell you." So I took it down. It's because that my daughter, even though I'm the elder, she's not being disrespectful. She is in the world and she see what's going on in the world. That I'm from back in the day, so back in the day, I would say what come out of my mouth. But in these days and time, you have to like hold back on things that you say. And so that was that for that. So yeah, and we gonna watch Martell. I'm happy that he is doing better for himself, and the way that they got angry, really angry at Martell because he would not um he would not, you know, go along with their mess, and he slowed down and he looked at his life and all of that. So that way, they just like lost it. All his boys and all his crew, they lost it. And but Martell kept on, and I'm proud of Martell Holt. Now I don't really I never say that a lot, but Martell Holt, if you're watching this my channel, I am really proud of you, son. You have really, I could tell when Martell was going through this, he was genuinely, he was sick and he was saddened. And by him being, he loved his wife, not loved in past tense. He loved his wife, he loved his family. And I'm gonna tell you this. I don't care what the world say. If Melody cared to love Martell, that's her business. That's her ex-husband. And Melody Holt is so busy now to, she really don't have nothing, like she say, but to make her coin. She got so much. She's so busy and she is working. She is really working. And okay, so anyway, I see um some of my subscribers are coming on now, so I'm going to talk to them in a little bit. So I wanted them to finish up here. Martell looks really good. I got to give it to him. He really looks good. And I haven't seen much of Destiny. So if anyone see or heard of what's going on with Destiny, let me know. And then I've been seeing Destiny's ex-husband, LeBaron. I've seen him a lot. And I saw somebody on that boat with Martell and them today, Marceau, but I couldn't figure out was that the Barrett or who, what other man that was, but they didn't show the woman that was with them in the cut. Matter of fact, Letitia did not show her face on the boat. And so, oh yeah, Carlos King. Carlos King, he knew exactly what he was doing with this. He loved the drama. Carlos King is a drama queen. He um he knew that this was going to the left and he would not stop it. It was a train. We saw a train going wrecking and he would not stop it. And the people were pleading and calling out to Carlos, aren't you going to stop these people from going live? And no, he would not stop it. It was the more messier, because that's what he is, a messy producer. Wherever it's mess, drama, shade, Carlos King is right there for it. So he loves the drama. But I'm going to keep you guys up. I've been doing a lot of like looking at Love and Marriage DC. And so I'll be able to bring you a clean, crispy recap of Love and Marriage DC, and I'm just going to give it, and then you just fall in and jump in where you can, because I believe you can. You'll grow. It'll grow on you, but I'm going to warn you about that. Let me tell you about it. It starts out messy. Now, one thing about DC, Love and Marriage DC, You don't figure out who messed up what. You know, winter's supposed to be the Winter Williams supposed to be the coach, the life coach. Let me tell you this. This life coach been married twice, and the second marriage she getting a divorce, and he was a scammer. Okay, and so the rest of the girls they call her out on it, and then Quicksilver and his wife, I didn't know that she was the one that is going to be really messy. I thought it was going to be Jamie's wife. They look like sisters. So I know it's Tyler and it's Quick's wife. So I got to get the names right. And then Winter has a friend other than Monique Samuel. And you know, Chris Samuel, his problem is he's a sexaholic. Okay. So we're going to be looking at Chris Samuel. He wants to have sex all the time. So that's one of his problems. And he doesn't know how to do things for himself. Chris Samuel is like a mama's boy, a grown big mama's boy. He take care of his family. God knows he take care of his family, but he doesn't know how to like plan a trip or anything. Nothing without Monique. So that's how that go. And Monique say that their marriage is struggling. So she already telling us that we're going to see a whole lot of struggling. Let me tell you, it's going to be struggling coming from the left, struggling coming from the right, breaking down the marriage right out of the gate with DC. So don't be surprised. Okay. So that's all it is for me about Love and Marriage, Huntsville, and Carlos King, Messy Carlos King, deliberately did what he did. Yeah, he produced the show and he did what he did, and it went just like he wanted it to go. Carlos King. So let me see. We got anybody saying anything about the show? Um, yeah. Um, Huntsville exhausting, and so I guess you guys know by now that our YouTube has been very helpful to me. They are working with me because I didn't know which way I was coming. Didn't know where I was going. So YouTube been working with me. If you go to my channel, you see it has order. Thank God. YouTube helped me put me in order. I didn't know I was all over the place. I have a playlist now. So if I'm not doing Love and Marriage Huntsville and you want to see something else, go to my playlist. If I'm doing Coffee Time or Scammers Time, go to the playlist is called Judy's TV. That's my nickname, Judy. So you'll see all the videos that maybe that we talked about that's not Marriage Huntsville. And I'm going to put up one for DC. And so I don't know if you guys watch Put a Ring on It, but it's going to be coming to an end this uh today. I think it's going to be the end of it. So I'm going to see. But yeah, and I will recap all of it in one about that whole group. It was really good. It was really good. Got Put a Ring on It. And so DC. Yeah. Yeah. So I can bring you Put a Ring on It, and I can recap it all up in one big hunk. In case you missed it, I can bring it all together. And someone say, look at Marceau's page. I even responded, and Marceau responded to. At this point, I don't know if what ID fired or not. I don't know what that is. If he's fired or not, you're saying? All I saw is Mark. I told you on a boat today. Him and Kid. I uploaded a short because I don't know how to screenshot, which Kimmy said screenshot it, but I can't screenshot. So I just like latched on and shared the link and just made a short. I didn't, because it had music on it and all that, and I didn't want all that on my channel. So yes, all this that was going on, it was such a ruckus. It was like we was all in a big fight for what? For four weeks or so. For how many 10 weeks look like we were in a fight with the show. We were being deceived. We were being drawn from one place to another, dropped, poked, and everything, and led one way and turned out the other. So we had a rough season four with Love and Marriage Huntsville. But from what one of our subscribers that live in Huntsville say that it's gonna be season 5. So I'll just see. I'll just see. I have not heard it from Mel, but they say that it's gonna continue on. And so that is that for that. And I want to say hello to everybody. Hello to everybody. And thank you, honey. Thank you. And um what I want to say, if you notice my channel, it has a new name, This Old Lady Talk. That's my channel. I did not have a channel name. YouTube would not go along with that, what I had. That was not a name of a channel. That MySpace in Your Place, honey, that's my website. That's my website. I didn't know, I didn't know any of that, but YouTube have really been so good to me. I'm telling you, they are on top with the emails. When I'm going to the left, they'll bring me back. I mean, really, I have to my hats off to YouTube. Okay, okay. So are they going to be doing a blackout with what? A blackout with what? Who's saying that? Is that social media? One of the subscribers said talking about a blackout about watching. Um, I will keep a lookout on social media because if um the rest of the channels, if they do it, I go along with them. That I need to know if it is Huntsville or if it's DC or if it's everything Carlos King. Yeah, let me tell you. Um, they had, like I say, in Letitia Scott's camp today. One of her camp members says why they did not um get a petition when Mel and Martell was having it. I couldn't believe I was reading that from such a dummy. Don't they know that Melody and Martell Holt made that show? So I couldn't believe that they were even saying that. So Wanda, honey, Wanda is a mess. Wanda is a mess. I'm glad Wanda is gone. Now there might be a lot of people but I am happy. There, where it's one, it's a million more feel like me. I am glad she's gone. Even the way she dressed was not. She wasn't dressing to impress for her age. I am glad she's gone. That so that I won't nobody that I know will look at her. Yeah. Hey. So yeah. And so yeah, the day Friday, I thought I would come and holler at you guys. I'm glad to see you all here. Yeah, I'm glad to see you all here. Yolis and Janelle and Angela and Britt and Tisha and Kennedy. Yes, they say Carlos King's stuff, but especially love and they say Carlos King stuff, but especially love in Huntsville. Next episode supposed to be on the Scots and Wanda family. So people saying, okay, all right. I just need to hear from my subscribers. You know, if my subscribers say blackout, then it's blackout. So are you guys watching it or what? Let me tell you, um, on this channel, Love and Marriage Huntsville, um, I would like for you guys to leave in the comment section below and let me know if you want me to recap Love and Marriage Huntsville, or is it just Carlos King? Let me know. You got until tomorrow. Let me know. What do you want from this channel? Because I believe like this right here. The customers are always right. Now, I've been getting, so far, I only had 2 out of about 520 some subscribers said that Wanda was good for entertainment. But that kind of entertainment we don't need. She's a disgrace to motherhood itself. And then she proceeded to go into the Bible. That's when I drew the line with Wanda. She had to go. She had to go. And I didn't know what I was going to do, me by myself in Alaska, but that chick had to go. And when I looked at her today, this woman had a blouse, was everything, only holding together was her buttons. Do you hear me? Just her buttons holding together. Her buttons were holding her. Who wears that? Those tight stuff. What lady wear a blouse that the buttons are all just holding the blouse on? That is utterly ridiculous. What mother? I am not going to even say Christian. They are. What mother with grandchildren would wear the jeans with that's what the young people do. But I'm talking about a grandmother with holes all in the thing. Honey, y'all, anybody that want one can have her. But she need God, I tell you, real bad. She need deliverance, honey. Yeah, and then I've been hearing a lot of stuff allegedly about Letitia. They supposed to be in her man. He spoke out in Birmingham and said, he said allegedly. I don't none of this. I don't know this. Allegedly, he says that he didn't even know that the teacher was shooting on a show until the people told him. He said, "You got to be kidding me." They say allegedly. They say this man was saying about her. So in Marceau, they got some kind of wacky relationship allegedly. But anyway, it's too messy for me and it's too deep. It's a little too deep, and I'm not going to go there with them Scots. I can't do it. I just can't do it. Yeah, Wanda thinks she's some kind of superstar or something. Wanda has a mental problem. You know that, don't you? Wanda has a mental problem. Wanda has a mental problem, y'all. That woman she can't even say one whole sentence. She can't say one sentence. She'll say something and she'll jump to something. And then I say to myself, when I see Wanda, I go like, oh Lord, help this woman. And then you talk about the apple don't fall far from the tree. Letitia walks in at Jaden's um housewarming party looking like a clown. All her breast was out, wasn't nothing covered but her nipples. And her skirt, it was halfway up high and half down like a piece of. I don't know where these people buying these clothes from down there in Huntsville. I don't know if they're buying them from Huntsville or getting them off the internet. Yeah, yeah. The t-shirt has changed. Let me tell y'all, honey. She hasn't changed. She always been like that, you guys. We just seeing it. We are just, we are so, you know what? Season four. I mean, season four, we know that it's a show, right? We know that it's a show. We already know that it's a show. But when you start watching a show from day one, and you know all the you've been with these people, so you grow to know the characters and everything. So we took Letitia Scott being the timid one and the one that couldn't do no wrong and all this and stuff. Honey, she started crawling out of her shell at the reunion. Then on season four, slowly, she started shedding her skin like a snake. Yeah. And Wanda, they were just like throwing gasoline on Wanda. That's all you got to do is mention Wanda's name on a platform and she will go crazy. Wanda is not what you call black excellence. She need a speech therapist. And even a woman said that I don't know why Wanda say that she representing Burma, Alabama. She say that is an absolute lie. Bimmer. Is it Bimmer? She Bimmer, Alabama, they say. They said that she keeps saying, I'm representing. They say, oh no, you're not representing me. Besma. Yeah. Oh, Besma. I'm honey with Wanda saying it. I didn't know what it was. Bilma, Besma, Bisma, because I'm listening at Wanda. So I never heard it sound right. So it's Besmer. Honey, let me tell you. And then I knew that it was something wrong with Letitia. I knew something was coming out about her when she grabbed Marcel Scott face and squeezed it and twisted on one of those scenes in the first of episode 3. I knew right then that there was something, in the milk one clean that we was gonna see that things were gonna start to come out. So now I don't think that Love and Marriage Huntsville or Carlos King think they could laugh and skin and grin and go running to the bank, because it's the viewers. It's the viewers. I'm telling you, it's social media could break that show. And Carlos King knows that social media can actually break anything that he does. Because now I'm gonna put him against what's the man, Bravo, Andy Cohen. Now put him against Andy Cohen, you guys. Do you see Andy Cohen every day? You see anybody on his shows every day popping up doing lives, and you hear about everybody mama and everything going on in their household. These people even had one of the cast member granddaddy on there. Honey, they had, let me see, she they the they scraped up Kiki. They they scraped up. I don't know why to this day did they scrape up Kiki. Why did they bring Kiki out the woods? What was that for? Because I can't understand why would they bring Kiki. We saw Kiki the first time I saw Kiki. The very first time I saw Kiki was at Jaden's graduation party, was it? When no, it wasn't. It was Letitia Scott's graduation party from getting her bachelor's degree. Yeah, and Kiki walked up to Kimmy. We saw this woman. Y'all remember? We saw this woman walking up to, and then talk about I need to talk to you. That was Kiki. That was our first time seeing Kiki. After that, I never saw Kiki, so Melody could stop that by Kiki. She could stop trying to persuade us that she and Kiki was this and she and Kiki was that. She could stop that right now. I love Mel, but you could please stop that. I was not born yesterday, honey. That wasn't no, I've been knowing, yeah, you might have known her for a while before, maybe before Letitia, maybe you know, but for you to be a associate where you go to different functions together, we've never saw it. We never saw that nowhere, no how have we saw. I can't even remember nowhere was Kiki at. Nowhere. Was it Kiki anywhere except that party? All I know is Kiki was showed up at the party. That's all. And then by everybody, talking about the party, the party, the party, and even Kimmy say, Kiki, long as I've been knowing you, 5, 6 years, Kiki, I never saw you with Melody, say nothing about nothing. So that's what Kimmy Grant, the bone carrier, said. And even Letitia said, that's the cousin now. She's, honey, she said, I don't know nothing about Kiki and Melody. So that was a whole bunch of mess. It was really messy. That part of it was truly messy. And I don't care what nobody did at this point or who was right or whatever. All I know that they cropped Kiki up and they tried to bring her in because They saw what was going on with Carlos messing up with all this clipping and pasting and scripting and ripping and popping. Then they bring Kiki in. Next thing, Kiki and Wanda going at it. Then Carlos, he gonna get a show behind it. Then he gonna talk about so and so box shoes out of a box. You know, he want to start on that. Next thing, we looking at Kiki on a live now. Kiki on a live. And her granddaddy is on the live. Every day, I'm telling you, every day, everybody, cousin, next door neighbor, the man down the street, they was doing a live about love and marriage. It was so tiring. But you know what it did for me? It gave me time to focus more on my YouTube where I was going, because I didn't know that love. I didn't know where I was going and coming with it. And so it gave me time to step back and work on things with YouTube, because that Love and Marriage Hospital was something else, honey. Tisha Parker say Kiki produced receipts where Mel invited her to all her functions. Kiki said she didn't go because she didn't want to upset Tisha, but she was tired of Tisha. But what functions? What functions? Did she say what functions? I am not mad at Kiki. Why keep missing out on good networking to please her cousin? Teacher, I'm with you with that. That's Kiki's fault. Because if Kiki see that she being used, Kiki should have stepped up. Because look how Kiki looked to everybody. She gonna show up at a party, a pajama party, where nobody ever saw her with nobody, and they didn't even invite Letitia. Well, that was Melody's party. She could invite who she wanted. And so, but she didn't invite Letitia. But the cause, why did she keep her behind her Ross home at that time? Why did she turn Mel down then? Why did she go to the pajama party? You've been turning it down. That one I wouldn't have gone to, because Letitia Scott was not there. Not there. Go to one way Letitia is. Because look what happened at the Gallon time. Why wasn't Kiki at the Gallon time? Kiki wasn't at the Gallon time, honey. Kiki was not at the Gallon time. She called into the Gallon time. Letitia jumped on her and say, I'm over here, tell the truth. Why would I tell anything but the truth? That's what she said. But they all let me tell you, they all everybody was just, this was the best thing I could say that ever happened to that little town down there. And everybody know everybody business. So Melody and Martell Holt bought this show into that town and got his friends, they got their friends on board, and their friends actually wanted to take over the show. And they wanted to be the Scots of Huntsville, Alabama. That's what it's showing. It's going to be. Maybe they might make their own reality TV show. According to this, see what Carlos King got up his sleeve with the Scots, because he is really messy, and you know how he is. So just don't put nothing past him, honey. They might have a Scott show with Martell, because Marceau, because he's so happy was standing on that boat. He was jiggling his breast up and down, turning around and said, look at his back. Do this look like his back that was in that bed and stuff? Oh, honey. So Yeah, so the Scots took over the show and pushed Martell to the breaking point, and Melody stepped up and she showed us last weekend where her heart lied with her family. Her family. And Martell is a strange family, but he is the father of her children. And what he did is between them two. You know what I'm saying? How they handle it. The Scots, you know, if they I would watch to see what's going on down there in Huntsville, because let me tell you, they really show a part of reality TV for me. What I saw through the Scott through Melody Holt and Martell Holt for being entertaining us with Love and Marriage Huntsville. I would even turn the channel. That's why I stopped watching Atlanta. I stopped watching, but when they start fighting, I always stop watching. But this show is splitting like Love and Marriage. Everybody, like Candace have a show. You know, Candace got her own show, and I think she the only one with her own show. But so they very well could get a show. You know, yeah, they very well could get a show, because they all they all know now that the outs and ins of how to do it, and how, you know, they know the ropes. All you got to do is show somebody something, and then they're just like a fisherman. You keep giving somebody food, they'll never learn how to feed themselves. But if you show them how to fish, they would never be hungry like that. So Martell and Melody Holtz, hats off to them, because they showed them how. But Stormy came in and said it was not her, how the people talked about her language, and the way it's the way she talked. And Stormy also said that her mother, she used to her mother talking like that. They grew up in a family where everybody, they dropped the F bombs and everything else under and over. And she said that's nothing strange with their family, because that's just how they talk. And somebody say, well, you talk like in front of your mom. Stormy say, where do you think I learned it from? My mother cussed like a sailor. So that's, you know, that's what I'm saying. So Stormy said that she don't need that show. She is the only one that came into that show with her millions, 30 million. So it ain't the show, honey, because Melody did a whole thing with her production on that woman's house, on her property. So she got the money. Stormy, the only thing about Stormy, I like Stormy and I'm proud of Stormy, but I can't stand the profanity. I can't stand that profanity. So if Stormy come with a bunch of cussing like that, I won't be watching Stormy, because I can flip the TV with Stormy mouth or mute the channel when I see her face. But you know, so because I don't want to hear that, all of that, such a profanity on that, and nobody blipping it out, beeping it out, or nothing. It's terrible. And you got to sit up and all that. Nobody won't bleep it out. But anyway, you guys, I'm glad to see everybody here. So go ahead and thumbs up, like my channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'm glad to see everybody here. And I'll see you to let you know. Y'all leave in the comments what you think about me coming on to do a recap. That's all you got to do. Leave it in the comments. I might put a voting thing up on my page, okay? Love and Marriage Huntsville, whether you want me to black out or not, okay? All right. See you. Y'all have a blessed evening. Bye-bye.